Fully loaded. We out here live at the Railway Club, Van City. Make some goddamn noise. We got a whole lot of sponsors. Make sure you check them at the beginning of this video. But shout outs, of course, to Dad Daddy Premium Concentrates, Easy Extractor, who else we got? Surreal, and everyone else I mentioned at the start there in the video. I got a couple co-hosts with me, of course. Danny, get the fuck up here.
Yo, fucking dab, daddy, damn Madigan. I'm Madigan. I don't know. Let's go! This is in the house!
Absolutely. That being said, let's get into this shit. Battler, on my left, introduce yourself.
Yo, I've been gone for so long. It feels good to be fully back here again. MSN Coleslaw's re-entered the chat. Shout out to Hong Chi. Shout out to my family, and shout out to Alexander Fleming, the inventor of penicillin.
Thank you.
An important innovation.
Battler, to my right, tell him who you are.
Billy Shakes! Pocket full of chronic, brain full of snakes, free wise guy, long live Pat Stay.
They decided off camera it is round one on Billy. Let's go.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay, do it with me once. Long live
Pat Stay!
Coleslaw. That's cold, dog.
Uh-huh.
You know who you remind me of?
Who that?
Bonesaw. She catch you using one of them old straws, broke jaw. She won't kick you while you're down, you get your throat stomped. She is so raw. You dressed up like a T-Rex and got arrested because you broke laws. Now you facing an Albertan. We turned dinosaurs to coal. Slaw. Mike offered me the match. I thought, man's roasting me. This is your brain on slam poetry. See what happens when you grow up in your city slam scene, but aren't quite good enough to make the city slam team?
Why? Slam team.
Thank you. Weed is not a performance-enhancing drug. we can edit this out in post, right? Okay. Oh, I don't know you.
No?
But I know you're tight. Treat your depression with open mic poetry nights. Because you read one time and got told it was tight and suddenly had a new goal in your life. Like all politicians, they sold you a lie, and all your friends are dumb, so they sold you the hype. There's a kid who watches wrestling, but knows they can fight, who learns the stone cold truth when I throw what I write. I'm saying you sloppy, and you're poorly prepared to be here playing with Poppy. But we can trade verbs, so that be how Shakes flirts. We just need to make sure that we're keeping safe words. So green means I can take it way worse. Yellow means I need a second wait first. And red means make it stop, the pain hurts. Gonna saute your cabbage, make the vegetables sweat. I said coleslaw, great. I like my vegetables wet.
What else? Let's go. No tit numbers.
So first things first, about not making my slam poetry team, I actually did, way back in 2016.
Tell him.
Remember? Mike said you were a step up. I think I'll need a step ladder? Referring to skill versus build, he was observing the ladder. You look so slim you could shatter. You're like the tea for the batter. God made us all in his image except for you. You were inspired by like the Last Supper spaghetti platter?
Let's go. Get it.
I know! Be alcohol by itself isn't that much of a dig. So I just want you to know it's a fact. It takes your heart slightly more effort than average to pump blood around your oversized circulatory tract. So statistically, you'll die sooner, and it won't be sad. Just a beanstalk chucked another giant who couldn't live up to Jack.
All right. Go get him!
For sure.
My first impressions of Ryan was he's a gentle geek. Then I went and watched his battle back in 2017 up against Jess C, and I shuddered as he muttered about crusty panties. He once battled in his boxers, so I'll keep this brief. First impressions can be wrong. Ryan's acted like a creep. And believe me, he can plot a lot, but in this league, he'll never reach the top. Not because he doesn't have the chops, just because his environmental niche is a mid-level boss. Wow, Luigi. Billy likes to take it easy. Simple motto summed up neatly. Music and fuck the police. AC/DC, ACAB, but Billy's full of shit. He's pungent, hiding from the world in dungeons. He blocks it out and packs his pipe while his world burns like this is fine. He preaches progressive politics. But it's a weak strain because he's too married to the Mary Jane to move from his ass and actually make change. In G-Show's last battle, I don't know if you saw, but in his shout-outs, he shouts out free coleslaw. Now, I wasn't the soul trapped at the bottom of a dark hole, periodically dropped a spot of lotion in a pail. I wasn't locked in a looking glass or consigned to a kitchen. I was literally in prison. Specifically the Alouette Correctional Center for Women. For environmental activism. I blocked pipeline work for 20 minutes and got 21 days. And then a week on top of that, because I stood up to the judge, Billy retweets and then retreats like job well done. Sympathetic Facebook posts only get you so far. Take a page from my playbook and really get behind your bars. But since you focus a little bit of your activision towards activism, I never pegged you.
I beg your pardon.
But the night is young. Did you peg him?
Since you focus a little bit of your activision towards activism, I never pegged you, nor would I, so don't get your hopes up. As the kind of guy who deviates from the peaceful path of a pacifist, I have to laugh at this. His jeans fly at least half-mast every mean-spirited match because the man's a masochist. And I have some shade to throw that way without a shadow of a doubt. Round 2 coming soon. We got some kinks to work out.
Right off rip, I gotta say this. I'm not a masochist, I'm a sadist. And that Last Supper thing, I'm seeing what's up. Shake's bin spaghetti. Girl, you eating me up. And honestly, I'm just so flattered that you see me, because I am Bowser on the inside, outside Waluigi. Last one, before you see me go, hey, who remembers when weed used to be illegal?
Yeah.
Yep.
Those were profitable times.
So, I read all your amateur journalism. Holy shit, you're bad at that. You are so at poetry. You are terrible at battle rap. You're a spoiled little rich girl. West Van is your habitat. And after this, I'ma make you wish you'd never left the Cabbage Patch. Because you know the type of activist who knows the climate's changing, and the only way to save it is to change how we're behaving, and they want to make a statement, but they don't know how to say it, so they go to a museum and they throw shit on a painting? That's not someone... No. That's not someone I'm pretending you are. That's a real thing she did that got Emily charged. I said, I don't know, calling that climate activism, stretching it far. She said, Billy, the painting was by Emily Carr. Hey, she said that she did it for the Wet'suwet'en Nation. Ironically did it without the slightest reservation. Then she did an illegal tree sit. Said it felt like a spy movie. Let me spell for you why, cutie. See, from when she signed up to arrest, she blogged the whole time through it. Identified the guy who guides recruitment, who he reports to, why they do it. Visited HQ, outlined blueprints. Then on a map, designed the routes that supplies move to allied units. Basically, you felt like a spy because you were a spy the whole time, stupid! Yeah! This a disaster. Total slaughter. And after I'm done washing you, I'm making tea out of your bath water.
Hold it down!
So this whole thing about sitting in a tree and my other sometimes harebrained activism hasn't done any good. Listen, if you want to plant a tree in your backyard, you should. Then I'll come sit in it, and that'll be the only time I'll ever touch your wood. You're a class act, talking about my upbringing. It's an undeserved privilege, but it's wearing down my patience down to the 1%, so you better stop or I'll give you a burial at sea on Daddy's yacht. Yo! Ryan Vanderhook. Interesting name. It's like your parents pictured you going on raids. I'm sure that they're both interesting creatures who handed you down some interesting features. Your eyes are a bit wide, your nose is far from subtle, you were conceivably conceived because a couple cousins cuddled.
Let's keep it in the family.
What does Ryan have in common with salami, Swiss, tomato, romaine, and mayonnaise? They both appear in bread.
That was kind of hard.
Yo, my rhymes are so slick that they're sick and depraved. I'm beating on Bill like he's in the 8th grade. Like, what up, Four Eyes? I see you can finally afford LASIK. You like drum and bass, that's so dumb and basic. Give me your lunch money or you'll put it to waste on lesser food groups like Fruit Loops and Paste-Its. Not surprising, Ryan frequents concerts often, so touch-starved he craves the comfort of a mosh pit. How many minutes since he last gave his dick a polish? Less than money spent on body pillows he's accosted. Please be honest, do you get up on this process? A captive audience is like another form of bondage. For those that don't know, Billy is interested in shibari, which is a type of Japanese art, like One Piece or My Neighbor Totoro, except it involves erotically binding up body parts. Now, I can't speak for other women, but playtime with Bill? You'd sooner catch me dead. There's nothing erotic about his neurotic gangly frame as it overhangs ropes and chains. It's... Now, I can't speak for other women, but playtime with Bill, you'd sooner catch me dead. There's nothing erotic about his neurotic gangly frame as it overhangs ropes and chains. It's giving Charlotte's Web. You're silly, Bill. I write because I'm married to the quill. When I'm ill, I go to the ward of words. I got hope for every rapper here that I heard. When we pen prose, it's like a lifeline. But I wonder what your writing process is like, guy. He'll be in his lair somewhere in Alberta. So smoked out, the air is steaming while his partner's hanging from the ceiling, slowly losing Like, Ryan, if you're there, do you have any aftercare to spare? In a minute, Rita, my syntax needs some cleaning. Why would you get kinky with a rap battler? It is the worst decision since letting Ryan near a smoked out division. First of all, the role plays wouldn't be safe. I couldn't trust that he'd trade the tight white shirts and plaid skirts for buzz cuts and V-necks to erotically recreate his battle with Bar J. And when it comes for the fight for contraception, I've no misconception that he wouldn't give a shit. We'd all be lying if we were denying we're secretly trying and buying for triplets. And it's absurd. The hours he'd spend trying to find just the right safe word. Your perverted presence inspires me to sing, hear ye, there's a cock in this ring. I could talk all night. It doesn't matter how I say this. I've read the room and soon I'll show you who's the sadist.
Let's go! Round 3, Billy Shakes, let's go!
Oh, man. This is golden. Fucking golden night.
So I'm going to say this gently, because this is not my house. You keep Drummond Bass's name out your fucking mouth! Deeper in the woods than Hansel and Gretel is a shitty treehouse with a slant to its level. Inside, unwashed hippies are standing disheveled while she talks about this crazy song, Dance with the Devil. She told her parents she's gonna be a professional tree sitter. They were awful pissed. Dad tells folks she's a lumberjack. Mom says she's a botanist. Look, it's not up for me to say if you belong in this, but don't try to say that you lost because they're a misogynist, because I'm as pleased as Peaches that you participate. But people push me and I have to pick a part that I hate, so it's how you slur your speeches when you articulate, like you popped a pack of pills filled with barbiturates and you're trying to speak around a bit of garbage you ate with a permanent retainer and a bar in the way. Like you popped a pack of pills filled with barbiturates and now you're trying to speak around a piece of garbage you ate and have a permanent retainer with a bar in the way.
Yeah.
Vancouver, thanks for having me. It's been great. I am just gonna go get even more fucking baked.
Let's go!
You have a really nice beard. Did I mention? Oh my gosh, it'll give you something to stroke when you ponder this crippling loss.
He's the thinker.
Billy Shakes does not scare me in the slightest. On God, I walk into the arena and I just feel like I'm being greeted at GameStop. Bright eyes, big smile, wearing leather and colorful sneakers for your clothes. Just tell me where Skyrim is so we can both go home. On his Facebook page, he celebrates rap battling 9 years to date and says he's, quote, grateful for kissing cute people like he's in grade 8. The guy can act cold, but he ain't a killer. He made a 30-second video just following a caterpillar. Complete with an a cappella backtrack that he delivered. Shakes doesn't need a stage, he needs a babysitter. And he tries to escape the day-to-day with a combination of role-playing games and rolling up J's, but he cannot outrun it. He practices shibari but can't get rid of the knot in his stomach, the one that is stubborn, the one that can't be undone by the cats who he mothers. Billy is simple to explain. I can get inside his head, but why read someone like a book when you can write one instead? Behold,
Oh, Jesus.
Billy Shakes!
That's a really cute picture of me.
I like that. You can all sign it for you after. Billy Shakes by Koleslaw. Are you guys ready for story time?
Let's go.
Tuck him in the bed.
It's dedicated to Alexander Fleming, the inventor of penicillin. Hello, boys and girls.
Fuck up.
And all those in between. Ain't this the strangest rapper that you've ever seen? It's not because he looks like if Sheen made Skrillex. Oh God. It's not because his credit cards are worth less than his magic decks. It's because, and I hope you'll observe, Shakes isn't a person so much as a verb. He's got a tremor, and it's essential to mention, but there's a lot more than that makes him shake upon reflection. Billy shakes like a dog straight out of the shower. Billy!
What are you talking about?
Everybody!
Hold it back. I need a book.
Billy shakes like a dog straight out of the shower. Billy shakes when he hasn't smoked pot for an hour. Billy shakes when he rolls a nap one. Billy shakes when he raves about socialism. Billy shakes. Billy shakes.
Let him finish.
Thank you. Billy shakes when a brand new strain of weed grows. Billy shakes in the rope aisle at Home Depot. Billy shakes when he gets a new Tinder match. Billy shakes when the match won't send nudes back. Billy shakes when he's the bottom, but he's still getting hard. Billy shakes when he realizes he's at the bottom of the card. Roses and really long emails are not getting through. Billy shakes when he realizes it's true. He's got too many balls in the air, and all of them are blue. Last thing. It's clever calling yourself Billy Shakes, owning up to genetic mistakes, but it's a mistake, and I came up with this myself, so I'm currently bragging. But in your next AKA dude, please include sex, Dungeons and Dragons.
Wow!